The tarot is a profound tool that offers valuable insights into various aspects of our life. Each card holds deep symbolism and represents different facets of being, including encounters with different archetypes and energies that influence our experiences and perceptions as we go through and grow in life every day. Hello, Zam here, and welcome to my channel. In this bonus episode, we're zooming in on Alicia, a woman who turned the tables on her life without fanfare, using simple yet potent affirmations. But before we dive into Alicia's life reboot, let's set the stage. Imagine yourself scrolling through your social media feed, bombarded by posts of people living their best lives. It's easy to feel like you're lagging in this unofficial race. But what if I told you that sometimes the game changer isn't a grand event, but a simple mantra or two that flips your mindset? That's exactly what happened to Alicia. So, grab a cuppa, sit back, and check out how affirmations turned her life from meh to amazing. Affirmation 1. Taking the leap. Alicia's alarm chimes at 6:30 a.m. Instead of hitting the snooze button, she sits up, stretches her arms to the ceiling, and whispers to herself, "With an open heart, I step into the unknown, fueled by courage and curiosity." It's not just a morning routine. It's a daily ritual that lays the foundation for her mindset. Previously, Alicia was your classic overthinker. Job opportunities, travel plans, even trying a new food truck. Each occasion was met with a barrage of what-ifs. But now, each morning's affirmation acts like a mental reset button, banishing doubts to replace them with a spirit of fearlessness. On a seemingly ordinary Wednesday, her boss calls her into the office. The atmosphere is tense with a sense of freshly brewed coffee mingling with corporate seriousness. He lays it out. There's an opportunity to transfer to the company's new branch in Christchurch. Many would waver, considering the distance, the unknown work culture, or the challenge of building a new social circle from scratch. But Alicia? She's already in Christchurch in her mind, exploring quaint cafes, forging new alliances, and contributing fresh ideas to her team. "Count me in," she replies, almost cutting off her boss in her excitement. No hesitation, no second thoughts. She recalls her morning mantra, feeling it propel her forward, reminding her that this is exactly the uncharted territory she's primed to embrace. Within weeks, she finds herself in a new city, settling into a flat that still smells of fresh paint and opportunity. She's on unfamiliar grounds, but the sensation doesn't unnerve her. Instead, it invigorates her. She's not adapting to change. She's seeking it, inviting it into her life. It's not just about the big decisions either. This mantra permeates her daily choices too. From taking an unfamiliar route on her morning jog to sampling a fusion dish she can't even pronounce. Everything becomes an opportunity for discovery, not a potential pitfall to avoid. And that's how a single affirmation didn't just change a moment for Alicia, but colored her entire worldview, turning life itself into an unending adventure she couldn't wait to explore. The unknown now held not dread, but promise. She didn't just adapt to change, she became its ally. Affirmation 2. People vibes. Fast forward a few weeks. Alicia is settling in Christchurch. The new city throbs with life, pulsating with unfamiliar rhythms and beats. Yet it's not the music or food that captures her attention. It's the people. But it's not always easy, right? There's always that pesky little voice of doubt warning her to be cautious, reminding her that not everyone will get her. So what does she do? She turns to her second affirmation. I let go of doubts and believe in the universe guiding me. Those fulfilling connections and exhilarating relationships are just around the corner. Instead of relying on cautious skepticism as her go-to social strategy, Alicia uses her affirmation like an internal compass. She reminds herself of that mantra whenever she's in a new social setting, be it a community event, a co-worker's housewarming, or even a random encounter at a cafe. It acts like a silent wingman, urging her to lean into conversations instead of holding back. She listens more, shares more, and critically judges less. One evening, she finds herself at a local art gallery opening. It's not her scene, but she's learning to embrace new experiences. There, she meets Raj, a graphic designer who's deeply into spiritual practices, a topic Alicia has always found intriguing, but never had the chance to explore. Raj introduces her to Lena, a project manager passionate about sustainability. 3 seemingly disparate lives, yet it's as if they've known each other for years by the end of the night. Now, you might think it's a happy coincidence, but Alicia knows better. She recognizes it as the fruition of her affirmation. These aren't just random connections. They're echoes of her authentic self, resonating back through the people she meets. Within months, Alicia has a nascent social circle that's not just wide, but deep, filled with people who nourish her intellectually and emotionally. They share weekend brunches filled with laughter, engage in discussions that last until the wee hours, and provide emotional support that's as genuine as it comes. And it's not because Alicia changed who she was to fit into a new social scene. Instead, she expanded her openness, guided by a belief in cosmic synchronicity. She embraced the idea that the right people for her are just around the corner, waiting to enrich her life as much as she enriches theirs. And that's how Affirmation 2 became more than just a string of words for Alicia. It became the social soundtrack to her life in Christchurch, ensuring that she was never truly alone wherever she went. Affirmation 3. Work Stitch. We've seen Alicia embrace a new city and build a circle of authentic friendships. Now, let's turn our focus to the professional arena. Alicia has always been competent at her job, but there's a difference between clocking in hours and genuinely thriving, right? That's where Affirmation 3 comes into play. Chasing my dreams with gusto, I dive into every twist and turn of my career. Uncertainty is just another adventure waiting for me. It's Monday, and Alicia's boss drops a proverbial bomb during the team meeting. We have this project that's been on the back burner for ages, he says. It's complex and a bit messy, but it has huge potential. Who's willing to lead it? Silence fills the room. Eyes dart away from the boss, chairs shift, but Alicia's hand shoots up. Sure, I'll take it, she says, injecting the room with purpose. Alicia sees what could be seen as a professional Russian roulette as an untapped gold mine of opportunities. Her colleagues are perplexed but intrigued. They wonder what she's got up her sleeve. As she dives into the project, she realizes it is daunting. There are logistical snags, knowledge gaps, and to be honest, moments where even Alicia thinks she might have bitten off more than she can chew. But then she recalls her affirmation. It's not a wall, it's a labyrinth. And she got this Theseus mindset on. Remember Theseus? Best known for his bravery and wit in navigating the labyrinth to defeat the Minotaur? With each obstacle, Alicia reminds herself, uncertainty is just another adventure for me. Days become weeks, and the more she immerses herself in the project, the more it starts to look like something substantial. She isn't just putting out fires. She's crafting something new, steering her team through uncharted waters to discover lands they didn't even know existed. When challenges arise, and they do often, she smiles, recalling her affirmation. Instead of draining her, these challenges energize her, each solution adding a burst of adrenaline akin to conquering a challenging climb or solving a complex puzzle. By the time the project concludes, Alicia has created something impressive and transformed her team's perception of what's achievable. At the quarterly review, her project is hailed as a game changer, and Alicia finds herself in the spotlight. But it's not just about the accolades. It's about how she transformed what could have been a mundane job into a thrilling career journey. Affirmation 3 doesn't just work for Alicia. It shapes her work, turning her career into a thrilling narrative she's both authoring and experiencing in real time. It's not a job anymore. It's an adventure series, and Alicia can't wait to see where the plot goes next. Affirmation 4. Money Talks. So, Alicia's got her social circle sorted, and she's smashing it at work. But what about the financial side of things? Let's not beat around the bush. Managing money can be as dry as toast. It's easy to slip into a dull routine of simply paying bills, saving a bit, and repeating the cycle. Alicia, however, has a different idea. A mantra that guides her financial decisions. Financially, I've got this adventurous spirit. With each decision, I mix a pinch of fun with a dash of smarts, paving my way to prosperity. Fueled by this affirmation, Alicia gets down to business. She whips out spreadsheets, starts tracking her expenses, and even sets up a savings goal and doesn't stop at the mundane. Alicia dives into the fascinating world of investing, keen on making her money work for her. Stocks, bonds, even a little dabble in crypto. She wants her financial portfolio to be as diverse as her interests. The affirmation also infuses a zest for life into her financial plans. Sure, Alicia is keen on growing her wealth, but what's the point if she can't relish the fruits of her labor? Hence, she has a fun fund, an allocated budget just for kicks and giggles every month. Alicia knows how to treat herself and when to treat herself, whether it's a sumptuous brunch at the hippest cafe in the city or a pair of killer boots she's been eyeing. No guilt, no regrets, just an affirmation that echoes in her mind, reminding her that finances can be fun. Weeks roll into months, and as Alicia evaluates her financial progress, she's amazed. Not only has she built a safety net, but her investment also shows promising returns. Even her fun fund has proven to be a wise choice. Those brunches and boots, they're not just frivolous expenses, they're investments in her well-being, moments that add color and texture to her life. Here's the real kicker. As her finances grow, so does her sense of empowerment. The loop is virtuous. Affirmation 4 hasn't just taught Alicia to manage her finances, it's transformed her relationship with money. From a necessary evil, it has morphed into another avenue where she can express her creativity, ambition, and zest for life. Alicia's life is starting to read like a textbook case of how to adult, but with flair. From her social life to her career and now her finances, it's evident that these affirmations are more than just words. They're catalysts, shaping her life in ways both tangible and ineffable. Affirmation 5. The Inner Game. Let's get into the final piece of Alicia's transformation puzzle, her inner world. Everything's been going swimmingly in the material realm. But what about the invisible inner dimensions of her life? After all, a glistening exterior doesn't mean much if the core is hollow. Cue Affirmation 5. Every day I set out on an epic quest for self-growth, discovering hidden treasures within me, with my spirituality as my compass. Inspired by her affirmation, Alicia carves out a sacred space in her home, a quiet corner decked with soothing colors, a plush cushion, and maybe a few candles. In this sanctuary, she sits down daily to engage with her inner self. She meditates, contemplates, and often takes a few moments to breathe deeply. This becomes her mental gym, her daily ritual for inner strength. But it's not just about sitting still. It's about active, mindful reflection. Alicia dives into her thoughts, feelings, and even the big existential questions that would make philosophers approve. What drives her? What fears hold her back? What does she truly value? The affirmation serves as her compass, guiding her through this labyrinth of introspection. As time passes, Alicia begins to notice subtle shifts within herself. She is more patient, resilient, and surprisingly insightful about her reactions and emotions. She even finds herself less stressed in traffic jams, just letting go of road rage for a newfound sense of calm. When life throws curveballs, she's not knocked out. She navigates them with the grace of a seasoned sailor in choppy waters. You might be wondering, how does this inner game affect her external world? In more ways than one can describe. Her relationships seem to deepen as her emotional intelligence grows. Her career choices, influenced by her increased self-awareness, bring her closer to the roles that resonate with her authentic self. Even her relationship with money starts reflecting a sense of balance and contentment, far removed from the compulsive behaviors that often trap people in financial ruts. By engaging in her inner game, Alicia has discovered new facets of herself and built a sturdy emotional and psychological foundation. In this introspective process, she's not just rummaging through her mental attic. She's discovering hidden treasures within her own being that inform, enrich, and invigorate every other aspect of her life. The wrap-up. Now, imagine a fast-forward button has been pressed, and voila! A few years have whizzed by. What's Alicia up to now? She's thriving, living an existence far removed from her old self. You see, those affirmations she started her journey with have become more than daily rituals. They've morphed into her code of conduct, the guiding principles shaping every move she makes, from the professional realm to her personal life. She's become that person who not only chases her dreams, but catches them and turns them into her reality. So, what does this mean for you? Your story could mirror Alicia's, and these affirmations could be your key to opportunity. Think of them as more than just mantras. Consider them seeds planted in the fertile soil of your consciousness. Like any diligent gardener, your job is to water these seeds daily, provide them with the sunlight of your attention, and nourish your intention. Turn these affirmations into your mental playlist, the background score that motivates you as you navigate life's challenges and joys. Because let's face it, life is too short for regret, too precious for what ifs, and far too exciting to be anything but your grand adventure. So, as Alicia has shown us, the power to turn your life from just fine to absolutely fantastic lies within you. All it takes is a little conscious effort, the courage to embrace change, and the openness to seize life's opportunities. Ready to give it a try? The time is now, and the person is you. Go out there and make your life the epic journey it's destined to be. Enjoy the insights? Then please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until our next session, many blessings to you. This is Zam.